All right, we are in the Asian Champion Tournament. We're in the opening round in the Pro division. I'm in my odd account playing Pro, so I went out. I do have a limited set of notes. I went back and watched my practice round in Pro, and so I could take some notes in my qualifying round, which was kind of a qualifying practice round. Jeez, I made so many rookie mistakes on that round. I'm not even sure how I finished it. Let's see if we could not drop. I think I played one clean round so far this week where I've just went and played minimum score. And let's see if we can have a nice clean round and pick up 2. That's 2 per side. 28. That's what we're looking for. 28. That's all. I'm looking at this course. There's enough. There's 2 holes here that are kind of gimmicky, and the last hole, it's really hard to put yourself in a position where you have like a serious shot at an Albie. I mean, it's not that you can't get Albie on hole number 9, but it's not. It doesn't lend itself to getting Albie. So we got 3 of the holes that aren't really cooperating, but the other 6 are like right there. So we do have a lot of opportunities out here. Let's see what we can get done. Starting on hole number 1. All right, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do? I think an extra mile and a what do I got in my notes? My notes say APOC and a katana. APOC and a katana. I was just seeing how many power 3 balls I have. Not many. We'll take a katana. How about that? And we'll take that bag right. Is that the bag? Is that the bag we want to take? We should be in. We're either going to be in Hornet or... And I'm going to... Let's switch up my bags here. I've got... There's one hole here I'm playing with a thorn. Let me think about playing with a thorn all the time. All right, I thought about it. Okay, that's all we need. That's all we need. That wind is definitely not being our friends today. Not being our friends. If I can get an opponent. That's a big IF. The big. Give me an I. Give me an F. My opponent goes first, and they're using a Titan, the king of balls. That's right. This tournament's sponsored by Titan. That dog right there will hunt, friends. That dog will hunt. That is nice. Very, very nice. Five, 7. 4 rings to 6. Puts me 3 rings into power. Hitting it perfect. put me in short iron range for sure. You can get up there just a little bit closer, and you're right on the cusp of. You can put on like a couple topspin and shoot it with your wedge right there where my opponent's at. You can see that. I'm going to be somewhere towards kind of in between min, I think, and min, or mid minimum. I got numbers for that. 1.3 times. Okay, let's do it. Excuse me. Hitting it perfect. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, there's man. I'm at minimum club. Minimum thorns 3.5. 5.7 divided by 3.5. 2.1 rings. Hitting it perfect. In the hole! Woo! Dead center. And I did a 30% adjustment to the cup right there. So it was 1.3 times the wind, which was 5.7 divided by 3.5. 2.11, and I did 210. Excellent. All right. It's good to start off picking one up just to get the, sometimes you get the little door open and the seeds start falling through and you start an avalanche. Let's see if we can do that. Tournament. As much as I like hole number 1, this hole right here is not my cup of tea. Not. Okay, I'm taking a Navigator and any bag with a Guardian. I'm taking a Navigator, cut the wind down just a titch. On headwind days, I need to bring out a Katana just to push the red line forward a little bit so I can work headwind out. Doing a 20%, 1.2 times whatever the wind is, and I think, I'm not sure I'm at max club. We'll see. And I think it's max backspin and 1 left-hand side spin. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can put on right-hand side spin and then you can move the ball all the way over to the left to find the spot, or you can put on left-hand side spin and move the ball over to the right, and I'd rather move the ball over to the right. I say that now, but that may not be. You got to pick one or the other, so I picked one, and then we'll see how that works out, and if it doesn't work out, then I'll be more than willing to try the other one. Got an opponent. Here we go. My opponent goes first. Using a B52, a level 8 B52. That'd be nice. My opponent is definitely trying to traverse the landmine area with 1 bounce, 2 bounces. Now I know that that's really close, but think about all the shit the ball went through to get to that point, and like trying to replicate that. Like if you actually got it to go in. 5.6. And I am at max club. Divided by 1.1. 6.1 rings. There's 5, 6, 1. Hitting it perfect. I did a 20% adjustment. Well, so we'll see. I'm still working on this one. This is a work in progress. And I over pulled it, so I could probably do like a 15 or a 10. We'll try a 15. We'll eke our way at it. This hole is still a work in progress. There is a hole-in-one that's sitting here that's like one of those roll percentile dice 100 times and see how many times you get 100. A few times. All right, hole number 3. We got a serious opportunity, it seems like, here on this hole and the other par 5. But we've got to get over what ways the wind blowing. Now, I noticed that the last time I came here, I brought a low-powered ball and was like, and when I was setting the shot up, I was like, why is it not being so difficult? And I was just thinking it was being difficult because it was pro, and I didn't pay attention to the fact that I brought out a 1 power ball, and that's why it was probably a little. I'm gonna bring out a Titan. I got one. I have one. Let's buy some Titans just so that we have a few, and we'll select it. All right. Let me look at that bag. Let me make sure I have my bag set up. Let me change all of my bags just so that I don't get caught out. I want to use that thorn just because I'm playing with it today on a hole, and I want to. We've got several short iron shots in this tournament. I don't play with a thorn all the time, so let's get used to it. Okay, that bag right there should work. But that bag might work better. Might work better. I mean, a little bit less raw distance, but more topspin. Okay. I don't have any notes for extra to the cup, but we probably should be doing a little. So I'm going to do 10% just for safety. 10% if you don't need to do it. The 10% probably won't kill you, but if you need to do more than 10, the 10% could save you. Typically on a drive, you try and give yourself so much room. Like I'm always trying to, and it's not always the first bounce. I'm always looking ahead and thinking about, like, can I give myself 2 rings of separation on every bounce? So if you're off on one, you might be able to make the next one. I like to give myself lots of room, so usually a 10% is not going to make or break a drive. Now, there are some drives that you have got to set them up perfect, and you have to hit them perfect, or you are in big ass trouble. But that's not the majority of drives. 6.9 divided by 2.1. All right. We want to stabilize this, standardize this hole. Jeez. 3.61. And I'm going to be in big ass trouble. Big ass trouble. If I can make the first bounce, I might be all right. My plan was not to pound it down there. I was trying to do it without doing any overpower, but I couldn't get it to work out, and that wind direction was not being super helpful. All right, this is a thorn. 0.9 times whatever the wind is, wherever. This might actually be grizzly. Excuse me. I went back. I've taken this shot twice with my pro account, and it looked like I needed to take wind off. So I have no idea why, but I overpulled it the last 2 times, and I did one at like +10 and one at 0. So I'm gonna do. I am in my thorn. Here's max thorn. I'm eking max. I'm 3/4. 2.5 at mid. .8 divided by 2.5. 2.44 rings. I'm going to do 2.5. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if we can get even close and underpull that. That's what's funny is you got 2 days where I overpull it, and then I take wind off and I underpull it. It's a fucking gopher hole. I'm gonna take it straight up next time. We're just gonna start. I'm gonna start over. +0. Okay. Let's just go back to hitting it straight up and see if it's +0.1 or what the deal is. Yeah, it is my opponent's turn. And they're waiting. Come on, Bradford. Come on, dude. There you go. That's going to miss. What? Are they not happy? I would imagine they're not happy. This is where their kid grabbed their phone and they took their shot for him, and they're like, what did you just do? All right, we came out of the first 3 and we picked one up. So we can't be, we need to break these down into sections. We got a par 3, a par 4, and a par 5 every 3 holes. So we need to pick something up here. And this hole right here is definitely an opportunity for us to pick something up. Definitely. All right, I just wanted to verify in my mind's eye that was the hole. Let's see which way the wind is blowing. That wind's not helping or hurting us. And you can do this with a power 3 ball and max overpower. And one of the things about this count is I don't have a lot of ball inventory. So, like, what do I have the most of? With this wind right here, and being it's a qualifying round, and it's the opening round. In the weekend round, you can bet your ass that no matter which way the wind's blowing, I'm going to bring out the right ball for that wind. But today, I'm going to, and it might be, I'm going to bring out a Titan. Bring out a Titan. Titan. All right. Now let's think about clubs. This hole right here on, hey, back. I definitely need topspin to get out there, and raw distance doesn't hurt. Extra mile. All right, here we go. The Blood Brothers. Bug from the Blood Brothers. Alright. One shot at a time. One shot at a time. Doesn't matter if we can't get out there. 7.1 divided by 2.1. 4 rings. Yeah, I want to give myself as much room in here as possible. And just hit it straight forward. 4.1. Well, it's 4.1. 4 rings. Right along the red line. Straight forward. 1 ring great to the right is not going to kill me. The shot's either going to make it or it's not, and that 1 ring great is not going to affect it. Excellent. Now that is not going to put me in short iron range. I think that might be, man, it's going to be close. I think it will put me in short iron range. I'm doing plus 10 to the cup. Hello? Playing around. Can I call you right back? I'll come in the house. Bye. Alright, we're doing 10%. I'm going to do a 10% adjustment to the cup. I got some numbers here. I'm ready to roll. Thorn. There's max thorn. There's min. There's max. There's mid. I'm at mid thorn. Mid thorn is 2.4 per ring. .8 divided by 2.4, 2.65 rings. There's 2, 6. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Oh, you rat bastard. You need to pull it like maybe 5% more. Oh. Ooh. All right, plus 15 to the cup. Now we got a serious opportunity to make that shot. And serious. In the hole. Part of the problem with that shot is the second shot. You could be out there and be in dead center mid. You could be in 3/4. You could be in quarter. And each one of those spots is going to be a slightly different adjustment. If you got a slider, this is definitely a good hole for it. Because I did mid club right there, and I was probably. Man, it was pretty close to mid. Pretty close. All right. Hole number 5. All right, this is another par 3 right here, and I still haven't sniper nav. I still haven't figured out. I'm gonna just take it straight up because the sniper. I think I'm at mid club. And do I have a sniper in any bag? Nope. What the hell? What the heck? I'm going to actually keep that one. I don't think I'm using... I need one bag that's got a big hitting wood in it. Just one. Let's make sure we have some snipers in a few bags. think those two bags are the same now. All right, we do have some snipers, and I just need a navigator. Let's make sure we have at least a bag. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to go be a good husband. Let's see here. What are we on? We're on hole number 5. Hole number 5. What the heck is hole number 5? All right. Yeah. Now I remember. I think I'm all set up for it, right? I am. And I'm going to do a straight up shot. I think I'm in mid club. And I'm just going to do a straight up shot. So mid sniper is 1.1. And if you add on 10%, those two balance each other out. And so it just becomes whatever the wind is. Whatever the wind is divided by whatever the wind is. It's whatever the wind is divided by 1. Excuse me. Can we work around this? This is like my family going. Is it the wind? My sister would write down some piece of paper, some long ass equation that would start off with 6 and end up with 6. Right past the hole. Let's verify that I am indeed. Okay, there's Max. There's man. I am indeed in mid club. So 5-3. 2 rings off. There's 5-3. Hitting it perfect. We'll see if we can get that in the hole, or at least get close. Come on. Be close. There you go. Over pulled it. Over. That's all right, bro. You can't make it every time. That would be non-democratic. Come on. We're going to have some fun here. In the hole. Okay, now I got to get back into the rhythm. I remembered where I was at, and I was in a rhythm. Now I got to get back into it. Okay, the next hole, hole number 6, is a par 5, and I have. All right. I'm still okay. Let me go look at hole number 6. I'm still undecided how I want to play it. So there's the smart thing, and then there's this. Is that hole number 6? Okay, there we go. So in rookie, I came out with an APOC 6 and I did it with my extra mile as well. And I did pick up a little teeny bit of extra distance with the extra mile. It's got more yardage, but more topspin, but less raw yardage, and was able to drive down to here. But this shit's not happening in pro. I mean, I am 100% sure that there's a max overpower hook shot because I've taken it. That you can do to get way down, and with these topspin boost balls, I'm not so sure that you couldn't end up in the same area to get down there. But you do have, okay, that's one way, is like, let's get super aggressive. And the other way is this fairway out here is sloped down like this, so when your ball guide's coming out here, it's throwing your ball to the right, and even with side spin, it it doesn't want to get, you're going to have to, like if you wanted to get around this bend, you're going to have to use curl. There's just no two ways around it. I'm thinking, like, because if you can get down into here, you're in long iron, and if you're here, you're in wood. So like anything in this zone, so if you just drive it straight forward and just try to get right out here, that's no fuss, no muss. But if you get screwed up in some of these places back in here, like behind this line, you might be in a spot of bother. The good news is you can run down the fairway here. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to get aggressive or if I'm just going to just lay it up. I think I'm just going to lay it up. And if I'm going to just lay it up, that bag right there will work. But let's switch that. Actually, let's do this. Let's switch this bag for a Thor's hammer. I want to make sure I do not want to not have I want to make sure I have a Guardian in here because there's 2 of these par 3s and I'm using a Guardian on. Just in case I change something around. Power 3. Should be able to use that ball right there. A 3 side spin ball would help on the drive, but not necessarily on the second shot. Thor's hammer. All right, let's go. I've thought about it. I am just going to lay it up, especially with this wind. There is a max overpower hook shot here. My brain's like wanting me to go practice because it'll only take like 2 shots. Usually the first shot, especially if you can go out there when you take the first shot, if you really focus on where you're at, is your ball guide like in between. You know, you got the fairway out here and you got the first cut of the rough and the second cut of the rough and your ball guide's right on the transition. So when you take the shot, you over curled it, you ended up too far this way, so you know you need to go on the other side of that rough line. You ended up right here, you need to come further to the left. And so usually like the first shot, the second shot, I usually try and get it so that I'm on one side of the fairway and on the other side of the fairway. And now I can start trying to dial it in as far as like finish trajectory. But there is definitely a max overpower hook shot here that can get you down there. And with one of those fucking 5 power topspin boost balls, you'd have to do everything with the curl. Because you ain't going to get any more side spin. But I think in pro, with a little bit higher winds doing a hook like that, you might be able to get even on. Yeah, my opponent is at the... I think from there they can get down there and get a pretty decent recovery shot, but they're on the edge of being what we like to call in the business screwed. 1.2 times 6.9 divided by 1.7. 487. $487. There's 4.9. There's max curl. And a perfect. And we'll see if I left myself enough room for max curl to work its way around the corner. Whoa down, Cat Daddy. Whoa down, Cat Daddy. Whew. Close. Now, my opponent is in a Nirvana right there, so they're in long iron. So I'm in long iron. Excellent. That's even better. I was thinking that if I hit up there before the shadow, I was going to definitely be in wood, and you don't even have to work that hard to get around the corner. It's right there. It's right there. All right, I have no idea what to do on the second shot because I was in the rough. It's definitely downhill. Minimum club, 7.5 divided by 1.2. 7.5 rings. Because I'm going to do a 20% adjustment. And it does roll out. .5 rings. I need to turn my damn grid on. There's 5, 6, 7, 5. Hitting it perfect. Man, I thought that was great. And I did a 20% and over pulled it by about 0.5, so like maybe a 15%. I'm gonna do a 10. I'm gonna do a 15. And we'll see if that gets me closer. Grizzly. Grizzly. Oh, was that a grizzly? That was a minimum. Minimum. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that and see what I did. I was at minimum club. I thought I was at minimum sniper. For some reason, I was thinking I was gonna be in long iron there, and I was in minimum sniper. So at minimum sniper, let me change that. Or sniper. Okay. Trying to make some notes so as the week goes on. It is a fucking pain in the ass to play these rounds as the week goes on if you don't have any notes. You can just go out there and play around. But like if you're really trying to capitalize on what you've learned from the other rounds, you gotta keep some notes. Hole number 7. Hole number 7. And I did not pick up anything in the mid 3. Hole number 7. All right, I can do exactly the same thing, but instead of I've been trying to play with this area right here just to see if I can get up into this zone, and Ricky and kind of work in that area. I've traditionally just always hit right here, but what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try and get somewhere between here and out here. I do not need to get all the way to the end, but I'm going to try and get like in this area right here. I want to make sure I have a bag that's got a thorn in it. I'm going to take this. You got to take this drive shot with a thorn. And I do. And I'm going to use my Thor's hammer because it's got really good ball guide. Use that bag right there. Right there. Right there. 1.15 on the drive. 15%. And I'm taking, I got it. I got it. I tight. The king. The king of balls. And here we go. Here we go. I was looking at that 9 and I was like, how in the fuck am I on hole 9? My brain is not working. Okay, this is going to be an excellent shot to the cup if you can get to the right spot down there, because we're going to have absolutely due tailwind to the cup. I'm going to pull back to the +6 mark. I'm going to put on 2 topspin. What does that look like? I'll put on 3 topspin. And we'll see if I can eke around that 3 topspin at the +6 mark. 7 divided by 1.7, 473. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if I can. I'm not sure about the topspin, whether that'll put me too far or that is just right. I do not need to get any closer than that, but I just want to get out there and get the straight off view for my thorn. And I'm going to take it. I'm going to start off here. We should be having to take something off, but I'm going to start off here at just 0. I'm just going to play it wherever the hell it's at in the club. I didn't write down any numbers for it, but I think I was doing that in rookie as I was just playing it at club. And hopefully, I'm in my thorn. Now, I don't think there's any way to get on in one, but I could be wrong. They're doing a hook, right there. They got it all too. Man, we might have to go back and rewatch this and see like where they hit. They did. There's that, and they all almost made it. But I think if they would have made it, man, I don't know if that had stuck. That was carrying a lot of weight, man. I'm at max thorn. Max thorn is 1.8. 7 divided by 1.8 is 3.88 rings. Max backspin, 3.88 rings. 3.88. Oh, fucking sand. Okay, there's the 8-8. There's 1, 2, 3. Hitting it perfect. I think that's the first time I've hit it in here perfect. We'll see if the suck back brings it all the way back to the cup. Oh, left it on the cup. What's up, baby?
How much longer until you could go to Costco? I just one of the medicines is for anxiety, and I just realized it.
All right.
You don't have to stop what you're doing.
As soon as I get into this hole. All right. See if my opponent can get in with the Houdini. They hit that perfect. I might have wanted to at least hedge my bet and be a little closer to the right hand side, because if wind is a factor from here, it's going to be close on a perfect. That might actually have helped them. Nope. 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 Dice. Alright. We left it that close. And believe it or not, I've missed 8 right there. See how it's glowing? And I pulled, and it rolled like a quarter forward. Always make sure you see your ball guide off the other side. You can miss those putts, believe it or not. That's personal experience talking right there. In a tournament, nonetheless. And I didn't throw my device, but it was close. Close. All right, hole number 8. What do we got for hole number 8? What do we have in store for ourselves? My notes say Guardian Marlins. Okay, I know which hole this is. Guardian. Let's take whatever bag has got a Guardian in it. One of them. And Marlin. And my notes say, once again, for whatever reason, I've taken this shot 3 times. I've taken this shot 3 times because I practiced it several times, and every time I overpulled it. And even when I went to 0, so I'm going to take 10 off. I'm just, hey, we're early round, so I'm just messing around at times. Select that ball. That should be good. I don't really like that wind direction, but not much I can do about it. I suppose I could help myself out and take a nav. Maybe. It might be pretty close to, no, that might work. Wherever I'm at in my club. Minus 10%. $6.6 divided by, there's man, there's max. I'm at mid club. 1.3, 4.56 rings. .56. There's 4.56. Isn't it perfect? That area, what I need, you see, is this right here is one of those holes that I need a ball that's got more than 100 backspin, so that I can actually get up there and get away from this area, because this area right here, if you over pull it or under pull it, like it's so sloped down in this area that you can see when I'm up there and I'm on the fringe and I go from the fringe to the fairway, and like how much the ball changes. How much it changes how the ball is going to be affected by the spin. That I don't know that I have any in this account. I have some in my 77 account, but I bought them specifically because they had 5 side spin. And I was looking for a 3 power. That was kind of before the Top Spin Boost stuff came out. I bought some 3 power 5 side spin balls because there are times when that is a key feature. This hole is still a work in progress, but you know what? I anticipate that I'm going to get a birdie on this hole every single time, and I bet you if I went through my bracket, there's 10% of the people in my bracket that failed on this hole. Maybe more. They're going to fail on it at least once in the round. And the other par 3 that's got this same kind of stuff, I think that one's even going to be a higher percentage. All right. Here we go. I do not need to watch that shit. 11. Yeah, we got a 13 above us, so we do have somebody on the track. 26 is not what we're looking for. We're looking for a 28, so let's go get an Albie right here. Yeah, I say that. And that wind is not helping or hurting us, but I will tell you that if you don't bring out a big ball here, you're going to have a lot of work to do. You're going to have to do overpower to get down in there, probably no matter what you do. And I don't have... Let's see what my ball inventory is. I don't even think I have any backspin clubs. Yeah, I do. I got some of these. That might not be a bad ball to bring. Well, I don't really need a power 3 ball. It'll put me in mid club, but if I wanted to do that backspin up there, that would give me more access to backspin. And that is it. That is the lone. And I must have got that, and that must have been in one of those free packs that we got where we got 5 balls. Let me think here. Power. I have 10 of those. I'm going to take one. And I definitely want to use that bag. It's all going to go down to driver and big dog. Driver and big dog. Let's make sure I got big dog here. Big dog. I do. All right. We're not going for the longest drive today because I'm if we had tailwind, we would definitely be going for that, but I'm definitely out of the range. Now, hole number 9, I don't know what I've been doing. Hole number 9, this fairway here is one of those fairways that, like, there's not a lot of fairways out there that, like, you can eyeball it, and sometimes you might be just because it goes for a mile, you can hit out there as long as you can get your, you know, it especially works on days when you're using the wind. On days when it's headwind or you're having to go against wind, you definitely want to pull the wind out. But this is a hole I can see people going out there and being able to eyeball the adjustment. It can happen. And I do not have any numbers for what I should be doing. I've taken the shot twice with this account and I've ended up in the rough both times. How does that happen? I haven't got a clue. Did my opponent put any spin on their ball? Did I miss that? They ended up there out there nice. 1.05 times whatever the wind is divided by 1.6. No, got my extra mile. It's 2. .8 divided by 2. 3.91 rings. There's 1, 2, 3, 9, 1. That puts me a ring and a half into power. Isn't it perfect? You can hit a shot perfect. Now, did I line it up right? Or am I going to get caught up? I lined it up right. I'm not going to have enough distance, I don't think, to do. There is a rough bump that you can do up in this area right here to come at the cup, and that is the way to go if you really want to go for Alvey. But you got to get up there in order to get to that spot. And I think my red line is going to be somewhere in this neighborhood. I'm going to be well short. But knowing that I'm going to be well short, you really want to be on the left-hand side so you can straighten out this second shot. I think my opponent caught the break and they're going to roll off down towards the cup. Alright, yeah, the rough bump is up there and I'm not quite at it. But if you were at where I'm at and you brought a 4-side spin ball, you could really take a look at it. 6.2 divided by 1.8, 3.78 rings. Here's 3.75. Isn't it perfect? Let's see if I can get some roll off down towards the cup. I was kind of hoping it was going to break a little more towards the cup. I would have had to put a little curl on it. Get it going in that direction. Even if I just leaned a little bit, it'd get it going in that direction. That is a putt I don't want to have to take very often. I've missed my putt this week, so let's not do that again. I missed my putt in one of my qualifying rounds. I missed a putt. I dropped one shot on a missed putt. Let's only do that once a week. Let's make an agreement. We'll only do that once a week, and I already got it out, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. All right, a nice clean round, and I did pick up one. That is not what I was looking for, and I left some right there. I know I left one right on the edge of the cup, and there's a couple of them that were like just, I mean, there are tons of shots to pick up out there. Tons. There you have it. That is the front side and pro in my opening round. Thanks for watching. If you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe, hit the like button, ring the bell, leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing. Now, like I said, I went and watched, because I was trying to make some notes for this account, and I have no freaking clue what adjustments I did in that one practice round. I was trying to reverse engineer the numbers to figure out how I came up with that number, and hell, I couldn't even figure it out. What kind of deal is that? Thanks for watching. Have fun and stay safe out there.